What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Player Career Mode. This one is episode number 2 today, and we are yet to score in Derby County colours, but that's going to change today. We're going to grab our first goal. I'm putting money on it. If you can hear my voice a little bit differently, I have got a sore throat. I was coaching last night, so I spent a lot of time shouting, obviously yelling and giving orders and such. So I'm feeling it this morning, but I'll try my hardest to obviously give you guys an entertaining episode regardless. After the first 3 games of our championship career, we find ourselves 14th, I should say. Yeah, it's been interesting. 3 draws from our opening 3 games under Frank Lampard. He's given us the opportunity here at the club, and we are going to have to take it with both hands. West Brom winning 4 from 4 so far. As I mentioned, though, yet to find that first goal in Derby colours. That's going to change today, though. This one is going to be live com. Hopefully you enjoy this. If not, do let me know which you prefer. Post-commentary, as episode 1 was, or live commentary, as this one is going to be today. So, yeah, just let me know with a little comment down below. But without further ado, we are going to jump ourselves into game number 1 against Ipswich. On that topic as well, I did just see this. Next Generation 2018, best young players to watch. Are we going to be involved? Not quite. I don't actually know who any of these players are, but maybe I need to take tabs because they might be pretty good for career mode. So, we have a Cam from Arca Gdynia. We have a centre-back from Oxford, Ficula. We also have a centre-back again from, not even going to try and pronounce that, and a Cam again as well from Mexico. So, we're not on that list, but I'm sure we are one to watch. As I said, let us jump into the first game against Ipswich, see what's going to happen. In regards to the difficulty level, I was playing the first few games on Ultimate, and then I put it down to Legendary for the last one. I think we're going to start with Legendary for today's episode, and then see what happens. If it's too easy, bump it up. If it's too difficult, then bump it back down. It's trying to find that balance, really. But without further ado, Pride Park Stadium is the ground we are going to be playing at today. I should also mention as well that is actually Ivy Lane, but I changed the name. So it's not actually in the game, guys. Don't worry. I did actually just change the name over, and that's the reason why it's here. But regardless, Pride Park, the home stadium of Derby, is the venue. Ipswich, the opponents. Let's get it. All right, then. Here we go. For those of you who don't know as well, there is a change to this year's game. When you get a team promoted, if you have, for example, as we do with here, we've got the EFL League sort of things on the side of our, tops to represent the logo for the championship. That gets changed now. So if we get this Derby side to the Premier League, they will then be replaced with Premier League ones. And vice versa, obviously, if you come down from the Premier League and get yourself into the championship, it does the same thing there as well. Although, I've never actually been relegated in a career mode, even though I have played quite a while of career mode in general. But I've never actually seen it happen, so I might actually do it this season as like a little bit of a tester to make sure it does actually work. But you can see the two teams here shaking hands. Obviously, we'll try and find our first goal today. I'm hoping my shooting is going to be a little bit better for you guys. Game number 1 is upon us. Here we are again on the ball. Mason Mount's the man in front of us. We found him. Is he onside, though? That's the question. He's hit the woodwork anyway. It won't count. Oh, it is onside as well. So, if he'd have got that one bottom corner, it would have been Derby 1, Ipswich 0. And Frank Lampard would have been loving it on the touchline, but sadly, Mason Mount is the man who has the first effort here, which he sees cannon back off the post and go out for a goal kick. Derby, best chance of the game so far, and we didn't even take it ourselves. And there is a chance for Ipswich at the other end, a header goalwards from across. I said it earlier on, they are extremely powerful in terms of creating chances as the corner's put in. Derby away, only as far as us. Can't really get the ball under control there as it came at me quite difficult. But still Ipswich. Nolan's shot is going to bounce through towards Scott Carson, who now has the ball in his hands. Quick throw it out to the wing. We get asked and we actually play it back. But 2 chances very, very quickly there. Derby with 1, Ipswich with the other. Still 0-0 here. Here we are again then on the ball. Chance to play it to the left, and we've done that. Now we've got runners heading towards the box for Derby. Delivered in towards the middle. It's a poor delivery in all honesty, though. And Ipswich deal with it just about the goalkeeper having it in his hands. Oh, man, that's got to be a better delivery from our number 10. I don't actually know who that is on the left-hand side. I should look, as I'm going to actually do that now. For some reason, I want to say it's Lawrence. It is Lawrence. There we go. But His delivery from the wide area was very, very poor there. Considering the fact that was a decent chance, actually. We had runners in towards the box for the first time, really, in the game. He wasn't able to find any of them. All right, then. We've got 19 minutes left of the game here, and it is all square still at Pride Park as Derby win the ball back. DJWood still in search of our first goal. If we can find it in the last few minutes here, we would generally be a hero if we can get them the points. New position right striker, says the boss, the gaffer Frank. As I'm guessing he's put Mason Mount up alongside us as well. Can't get the ball dead under control. Oh, it's all just going wrong here for Derby as Spence towards Nolan for Ipswich. And he puts the cross in again. It's deep towards the back post. Ipswich get on it. Oh my goodness me! That has come from absolutely nothing. I cannot believe I've just seen that go in. I mean, is that great skill from the attacker? Or is it poor goalkeeping from Scott Carson? I'll leave that to you to decide. But, nah, it's horrendous goalkeeping, Scott Carson. That's the second time now he's been beaten by something that he shouldn't be beaten by. I'm going to say it's great skill for the attacker to actually get it back on target. But then, Scott Carson every day of the week should be saving that without a problem. And for me, that's another one of the mistakes that Scott Carson has now made in a Derby County kit. Oh, he made one earlier on against Millwall in the last episode. He's made another one here against Ipswich. It's Ipswich 1, Derby County 0 at Pride Park. We won't be heading for a fourth consecutive draw if it stays like this. It will be Ipswich with the 3 points. Okay, 2 minutes remaining. Derby need to go route 1 now. There's nothing left. They have to go route 1. If they don't, they're going to waste their time. As they are under control at the moment. It now comes towards the man. We're in. We're in. No, we're not. We're not going to touch. No! That's agonising. The pass was there, but it was just overhit. We couldn't get the touchdown. And Derby County are defeated by Ipswich by an absolutely ridiculous goal. Oh, dear me, Scott Carson. It would have been a 4th consecutive draw had he have been able to actually use his hands. But clearly, goalkeeping isn't about that anymore, as we didn't even have a shot again. And another game where we haven't had a shot. Again, disappointing from Derby's perspective. 1 shot, 4 for Ipswich. Definitely the better side there, deserving of their 3 points. But it's just the way the goal went in. That's the frustrating part. Scott Carson has to do better. And that is the first defeat for Frank Lampard and his Derby County side. And if we are trying to get them promoted this season, with this one, we're going to have to find a lot more, including a chance for ourselves. Time for game number 2 now then, as it's a visit back to Pride Park we go, this time for the visit of Preston North End. And again, we are leading the line, Mason Mount in behind us. Didn't work last time, will it work this time is the question. A 1-0 win for Ipswich in the last game, where it was a crazy, crazy goal, but you have to admit Scott Carson should have saved it. And now we still search for our first shot of the episode and our first goal of the series. Come on, we need to get it today. I mean, I'm able to finish the chances here. Just not able to finish it in the actual game when it comes down to it, which is the problem. Can we get a chance during this one? Now we hit the woodwork. I mean, clearly, I am not good enough to play a striker, but I'm still going to try. And with anything, if you don't try, you don't succeed. Pride Park, the venue. Preston North End, the opponents. Are we heading for a 4th draw, a 2nd defeat, or a 1st win? Let's find out. Scott Carson in goal for Derby again today, as he was the man to make the mistake. And I've noticed as well, there is still Martin Waghorn on the bench for Derby. Can he get himself into the side if we are not performing? How long is Frank going to give us before he wants us to actually score a goal? Because I've got a feeling that he's going to start to lose patience, especially if we're not contributing to much else. We did contribute to the goals that we've scored thus far in the series, but that was earlier before. Now we need to start contributing now. All right, the game started here, and to be honest, again, it's starting exactly the same way as the Ipswich one did. It's all Preston. 10 minutes. Derby haven't had the ball out of their half, and we had kickoff. So that's not a good sign. I don't know what it is about this side, whether or not they just can't really do the job when it matters. As for some reason, my player is ducking to win that header when he should have been challenging in the air. Don't understand the game mechanic there. But Ben Pearson is setting Preston with another chance. As Maguire's delivery back stick. He's going to get a shot away. And it's wide of the post into the side netting. Derby are living very, very dangerously here at Pride Park. The fans won't let another performance slide. They have to do better. What on earth has just happened? Wait until you see that sequence of events, guys, and then tell me that this game isn't still absolutely ridiculous. Oh my goodness, as ball put in. Andre Wisdom gets under it well. I honestly expected that to go in the back of the net. As again, it's just a hopeful clearance out from Derby. We're yet to have a touch where we've actually been able to get the ball under control. And that's down to the fact that Derby are just launching the ball every time they get it at the back line. As again, the ball sent towards Mason Mount, who doesn't win it. Gets a touch in it. Preston back in control. It looks them the more likely at the moment. Alright, second half has begun. We're in the same situation we were against Ipswich then. The problem is Derby are not getting us any service up there. So when we do get in these areas, I mean, that again, there's not a lot I can do with it. You're giving me the pass, but where can I go? Other than backwards. And that's because the service just isn't there. Huddleston towards Mason Mount. Mount, play it through. Should have played it through a lot better. I can't really take that. The pass was poor from Mason Mount as Anya delivers it in. We have a chance. It's come out to Ledley, who's shot, and it's a Derby chance gone. The pass from Mason Mount just was not good enough. It was in front of us, but it wasn't any pace behind it, so we had to just get the ball under control. Very thought for a second that one was going to go through to me. Didn't actually work out. I mean, that pass again is just wasted. So many wasteful passes. That's a lot better from Mount, who's found us in our stride now. And we're in on goal. Chance to strike it. It's come back, and I can't believe again. It's just too easy of a block. Oh, we actually got a chance that time. And again, we fluffed our lines. Oh, my God. I can't finish. I genuinely can't finish. Even just trying to get through. The defender tracked us the entire way. Cross comes in. Headed out by Derby. Up to myself as we brought the ball under control. What was that touch? Mason Mount's gone. Instead, we choose Anya. That's a good pass, actually. I'll take that. Anya trying to get on it. But another wasted pass. Come on, boys. All right, Frank loves switching to a 4-4-2 as Anya puts the cross in, and it's easy for Preston, who can head it clear. We haven't done anything again. It's really poor. I'm going to have to bump the difficulty down, I think, guys, to make the game a little bit more interesting for you, because this, for me, is not fun to play at all. 0-0 again, where largely there's not been a lot to talk about. So after this, we'll try maybe bumping it down to one less and see what happens there. But early episodes are just trying to find what sort of difficulty works for the player career mode, because it's a lot different to when I'm controlling the full team to when you're just controlling one player, because it's just the way the game plays and feels. It's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, yeah, like we spent 10 minutes here of them just kicking the ball around. Nothing's happening. Uh-oh, Preston chance, last minute, Robinson puts it in, Derby clear it, there we go, Anya clear it away. Well, that's the full-time whistle. Another boring draw here at Pride Park. A really, really bad performance. Yet again, not a lot to really show you guys. 3 shots for Derby, 3 on target. I can only really register 1 there, and that was coming in from Ledley. But another draw in this series brings us now to, what's that, 4 draws and 1 defeat in our first 5 games. Not what I was expecting to see. I'm not going to play the CFL Cup tie. I don't care for it. So we're going to let that one go out, and we'll skip past January's transfer deadline day to Hull City, which is the next opponents. We're very, very interested in this one. We'll see what's going to happen. I'm going to actually do the training quickly, though, before we jump into that. And that way, hopefully, we can actually score a goal. Come on! For those wondering, we did actually beat Port Vale 3-1 as well in that Carabao Cup tie, even though we didn't play it. So we were able to get the win there. Right, we're back again. This time we travel to Hull, where we will take on Hull City. 6 games now without a goal. I'm going to, again, as I said, bump it down by 1 just to see if that makes it a little bit more, I guess, competitive. Because even the rest of the players that are playing, they just can't pass the ball 5 yards. So KCOM Stadium is the ground. We're still searching for that first goal that's eluded us thus far. But I'm hoping this will be it. This will be the goal that we get, and that'll then get us going, get us momentum, keep us moving forward. 3rd game of the episode upon us. We'll see what happens. Come on, boys. We need a goal. Not even just us. Like, the team in general needs a goal. That's 2 games now without a goal in the Championship. Ipswich a 1-0 defeat and then a 0-0 draw to Preston. Need to start getting some attacking threat. Otherwise, Frank might not be in a job much longer if we're not careful here. Could you imagine Frank Lampard getting sacked after we join him and are a youth player under him? We need to find some form as Grzyski, great work for Hull City, puts it in, and already there is a goal in the game inside 3 minutes, and it's come from a cross. Well, I said they were a little bit overpowered. That's continuing here. Our defender doesn't even jump, and it is Hull City 1, Derby County 0. Not an ideal start. Scott Carson, again, he's having a joke of a time in there. What's he getting paid to do? Then again, we can't talk. We're getting paid to put the ball in the back of the net, and we haven't done that in 6 games, so I'm going to shut my mouth here. Lovely stuff. Anya. Oh, the one time he wanted the return pass and he didn't give it. He shot instead. That was good football from Derby. That time I wanted the return pass. I called for it and instead he chooses to shoot. Lawrence just about challenges to win as a throw-in, which Derby work pretty well. Can't believe that he shot there instead of laying me in. I was through on goal. All I had to do was actually play the pass. Anya, get up, win it. Never mind, cleared away. And Hull City now on the counter. Fraser Campbell towards Grzycki. We are 19 minutes into the game. And Hull, again, are the more dangerous team. I don't know whether or not it's this Derby side, or whether or not it's just us within this Derby side that's not working, because clearly Frank has got problems, not just in the striking department. His goalkeeper is poor. And, again, Derby as a team, we're lacking really any attacking threat again. Here we are again on the ball. Mason Mount's the overlapping run. We've given him it. Come on, we need an equaliser just before the break. Mount's delivery back in. Comes to us. We've got our first Derby County goal. It was not good, but I will 100% take that. Hull City 1, Derby County 1. I was about to say as well, I haven't been in this position before. I don't think in the My Player Career mode I've ever gone 2 full episodes without scoring and been this low down in the division. But that might be about to change because Mason Mount delivers in the cross. It is not challenged. We get a free header. And the goalkeeping, again, is far from good enough. But Marshall is beaten. And we don't care how that goes in. That is the first goal that we have scored of our professional career. And it's taken us 7 games in. But I'm glad. Very, very weird looking Frank Lampard on the touchline there. But at least it's Frank. And there it is. The first goal of our soon-to-be long career. I'm so glad that that's gone in. We're off the mark, and that is hopefully going to be more of the same. Second half is incoming here at the KCOM Stadium, and boy, it is good to get our first goal. We need to now use that as a catalyst as well to try and move forward and get even more here if possible. Lawrence, win that back. You gave the ball away moments before this. That's poor. That is really, really poor. At least Ledley is there to mop it up as Derby keep hold of the ball well. Now Mason Mount, drive down the left if you can, mate. And then put the delivery in. Shows to go low, and I actually didn't want it low, but he's got it back. Mason Mount, now cross. Mount's delivery again, we're there again. And it's going to actually be a corner ball to Derby. Pressure beginning now on Hull City. Come on, this is good. Put in towards the mixer. Up, a few of us went, and it's a goal! Derby County lead by 2-1. Mason Mount with the finish. That again is an angle which you just should not be getting beaten from if you're a goalkeeper. Mount is the man to put the ball in. And it was a really, really sloppy goal again to concede from Hull's perspective. It's the cross whipped in. We get up there as well. It's Mount at that kind of angle. Just puts a pot shot volley at goal, really. And the keeper gets a really big arm to it. He should have got his hand on it. And instead of pushing it away, pushes it into the roof of the net. And we lead by 2-1. If it stays like this, Derby County will register their first 3 points of the season. Here it is again now. We can move forward again. Anya on the right. We are making the run for him if he chooses to put the cross in. Took a little bit too long with it. Lawrence head that down for us. It's coming towards the middle. Shot coming in again. It's our 3rd goal of the game. And it's our 2nd one in our career. That one shouldn't go in. Again, it's poor goalkeeping. It is really, really poor goalkeeping. Hull 1, Derby 3. And this is a worry if you're looking at this from the goalkeeping coach's standpoint. He gets another hand to this. Yes, it came quick. It was good that we took it first time. But I think, again, he should be saving that. I genuinely believe he should be saving it. He hasn't done. And we now have 2 goals to our name in Derby colours. And we lead by 3-1 here. The 3 points should be in the bag. But it's not largely down from just us. It's come from the goalkeeper not having the greatest day of it here at the KCOM. Hull City fans won't be too happy. Hull are getting very, very lucky here. Some of their passes they're playing are very close to Derby feet. And it's literally a leg away from being able to win the ball back and set us up with an attack. It's quite ridiculous just how lucky they've actually got there. Quite a few of them that we should have had. 2 more minutes to go, though, till it'd be a massive 3 points for us to actually get. And as I said earlier, it's more important that we scored these 2 goals today. We're off the mark now, and hopefully that will then spur us on and give us some confidence moving forward as Anya is dispossessed, but that should be all she wrote. Referee, end the game. Hull 1, Derby 3. 2 goals for us here as well. We're off the mark, and it's also at the same time Frank's and Derby's first win of the season. In the league, that is. Obviously, there he is looking chuffed to bits. He's so chuffed, he's had some cosmetic surgery done in the process. But nevertheless, we've won our first game. Also scored 2 goals as well. Goalkeeper, though, needs to take massive blame for that one, because that was a pretty horrendous showing, if I do say so. It doesn't matter how it goes in, though. All that matters is that it goes in. Hey, we made it into Team of the Week as well, guys. We're right there up front alongside Mason Mount as well. He is the only other Derby player to make it into the Team of the Week, which is solid. Gives us both some confidence moving forward, not just for us as scoring goals, but for Mason as well assisting and such. Helps us out. Kalukas getting the September Player of the Month award. That's mine in October. That's all I'm saying. It's mine in October. But we're about to go into the 4th and final game then of the episode today. Rotherham United. And they are above us, actually. A place above us in the league. So this one's going to be quite interesting. I'm looking forward to this now. I was a bit unsure about earlier. But now, they're literally a place above us. This is going to be a bit more of a tough game than I was first thinking. You can see, again, the team is pretty much unchanged. Rotherham are the opponents. I feel pretty confident, though. Now that we've scored 2, we'll go on and score a couple more. Back to Legendary for this game here instead. Just to see how it differs, if there's much difference between the two. I genuinely can't get this time finishing on the lockdown. Oh, that one was early. Okay. One more, and then we'll go into game. Anya plays it through to us. We haven't really got a lot on, so I'm going to have to just put the ball in towards the box. Ref! There is a serious question about handball there. The referee has questions to answer. Because I think that could have been given. Let's take a look. Now, the argument will be, in this one, that his arm... Ooh, it does strike him on the arm. Is that a penalty kick? That's what you guys need to make your decision on. I think that should have been given, but the referee chooses not to pass the penalty vote. By the way, just to let you know, penalties are in fact on as well for handballs. So if the referee believed it was, he would have given it. So that's a very, very big opportunity early on here. And what he needs to think about is that potentially stopped a chance. On the other side, it would have probably been us taking it, and I would have missed it. So doesn't really matter in that regard. But still, big chance. Mason Mount plays us in. We're going to be through on goal if we can get our shot away. We've got a chance, curling it towards the back post, and we haven't finished it. Couldn't actually get the shot where I wanted it. I mean, I was on the right foot trying to just get it back on the left. The defender did pretty well to stop the play. But there we go. First chance of the game, and we've wasted our first opportunity. Mason Mount with a nice ball through. We were, unfortunately, though, on our weaker side, which is why... tried to get it on the left. Tell you what, there's chances in the game for us. Right-footed this time. We're down in the box. That one has to be. Penalty kick given. The man in the box has brought us that. Wood against Wood. There it is, boys. Wood against Wood. He's also going to be off by the looks of it here to the referee. It is a red card for the skipper, Richard Wood. Rotherham down to 10. Derby with a big chance now from the penalty spot to give themselves the lead. He can have no quarrels about the penalty kick, but what I will say is, he could have a quarrel potentially about the red... Oh, it's us to take it as well. He could potentially have a quarrel about the red card. There it is! It's... I knew it. I knew it. I said I'd miss, didn't I? I legit said to you, literally no more than 2 minutes ago, that I'm glad he didn't give the penalty because we miss it. That's exactly what happened. You'll notice last episode from the shootout, we went to the goalkeeper's... what was it? Right? No, my right, shooting. That time I thought he'd have done his homework, so he checked where we went last. Nope, I was wrong. And we now missed the penalty. So, confidence has all but gone. We missed a chance early on, and we missed a penalty now. Yeah, those 2 goals we got, confidence is gone. Rotherham's so tight at the back. There's 20 minutes to go. We're still playing against 10 men. And you can't help but think if we draw this 0-0, that it was us missing that penalty that's the problem. Mason Mount into our feet. Back out it goes to Anya. Left-hand side is Lawrence. He gives it to myself. Mount is the man. He gives it back to Lawrence. It's good football from Derby. Is there a chance at the end of it, though? There's the question. Mount back out towards the edge of the area. Give it. There it is. Oh, it sent us a bit wide. Chance to put it back into the mixer. The passing just has to be better. If it didn't send us so wide, we might have had a chance. There it is. Oh, Mason Mount's header goalwards. Straight into the goalkeeper's hands. It's all Derby, but Rotherham are holding on. Pretty much last chance saloon now for Derby. 2 more minutes to play. Lawrence, it's gone to us. Lawrence places in. Oh, we can't squeeze it through. We tried to get ourselves through with a fake shot. That's going to be it, unfortunately. The penalty missed is going to be the difference here. If we'd have scored it, it would have been Rotherham losing the game. Actually, there might just be time for one more. Anya is in a good position. Lawrence on the overlap. Derby County, last chance saloon. He looked early for the shot. He had time to take it. It still comes down to the penalty miss from ourselves is the reason why it's not a Derby County win here. But even so, that last chance right there, Lawrence had time to take it forward. Derby 0, Rotherham 0. 10 men Rotherham hold on. They get themselves a point. We had 2 shots, one of them from the spot, and we missed it. We did score 2 goals, however, so there is that. But at the same time, missing the 2 chances we had wasn't ideal. Rotherham 0, Derby 0. Rotherham not registering a shot, but it was enough to get themselves a draw. And that then, ladies and gentlemen, is it for today's episode. We're no worse off than we were when we started. Still in that 13th, 14th position spot. 8 points from the first 7 games, even though we are now 8 points off of Swansea in first. 5 draws from our first 7 as well. It's ridiculous. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Nevertheless, though, if you did enjoy today's episode, I'd like it, we greatly appreciate it. As always, thank you for all of your support on the channel. I really appreciate that as well. We'll be back with another episode of the series, possibly tomorrow, if not, definitely the day after that. So do stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell alongside it so you never miss an upload. Until next time, guys, enjoy whatever it is you are doing, and I'll catch you all soon. Adios!